military. Yes. That's sorry, the United States Army and also Ghana military, say they are doing a joint service. In fact, to the extent say they've even gone on rampage to even award some of our people. Now, there's a video I'll share. This particular video, and then you see Ghana's military cooperating or working hand in hand with the U.S. government. We don't know why the U.S. government is now working hand in hand and even training our military personnel. Is it because of Burkina Faso? What is really going on? Now, before I share that particular video, for us to get more clarity as to what is really going on and even why the military, the U.S. military, all of a sudden is interested in Ghana and wanting to train Ghana's military. Now, let's put this on the screen for you to know exactly what is really going on. It says here, medical professionals from the Ghana Armed Forces represented at the Ghana U.S. Army Best Medic competition in Italy from January 13 to 15, 2026, where they competed alongside teams from the US, Italy, Liberia, under demanding combat-like conditions for the second year running. Ghana fielded a joint team from the Army, Navy, and Air Force, highlighting strong teamwork and a long-standing partnership with the United States in medical readiness. The team performed impressively with Sergeant Cornelius Adagbe and leading seaman Atu Amoni Roxin securing third place overall, a clear sign of skill, discipline, and dedication of Ghana's military and also medical personnel. So here they are telling us that the U.S. together with Ghana have been conducting military drills. Military drills, near part said both countries will bring their militaries together to perform exercises. They will know the strategy, the techniques, and also develop new techniques to actually face these kind of attacks head on. Until now, Ghana together with US, they went to do this particular military drill, but they did it in a form of competition because other countries like Liberia and even Italy, they were part. Into the echo Italy and a Ghana Army, Liberia Army, Italian Army, and the US Army. Compete here. They also learned a lot of things. Now we don't know why this military exercise continue to persist, but then we have a video. In this particular video, you see Ghana's Army actually doing well or performing these kind of drills, these kind of exercises with the Ghana Army. And this update, it is coming from the US Embassy here in Ghana. So there are big questions, but before I bet to ask you, this particular video involved of how this competition or so-called military drill, how it was done. And the big question is, why is this thing being done right now? Perhaps there's more technicalities or more intelligence-based analogy. But before the next video, we need embrace here.
I am Captain Emmanuel Uti Boateng with the Ghana Armed Forces Medical Services. A little bit of knowledge when it comes to the tactical combat casualty care. Then all medics will also be trained in the combat medic course. So for Ghana, we are instituting the TC3 into our medical training. Medics, we don't normally get the opportunity to be handling weapons, but with this exposure, we try and talk to a higher command. Currently stationed at the Ghana Military Academy as an instructor. The best opportunities, or maybe we will also be included when it comes to range work within. In as much as we are medics, we are also soldiers, so we need to also be tested on that too. It's been a privilege working with the US Medical Service, specifically the Southern European Task Force Africa, and for giving us this opportunity to partner and learn from them and even from our counterparts from different African countries and even Europe. Sit up, thumbs up.
So this was the military drill and military exercise course. I'll not get into the specifics of it and send a Ghana Army a better letter. Abraham is a member and answer some few questions. Regardless, okudu to blackwa also all the same be about betuja or parties Sisiano Ghana Sisiano ye position as a military hub, as a military powerhouse here in Africa, here in West Africa, because Sisiano nyama ekoso sorry, Bibi Koso, Burkina Faso, Bibi Koso, Benin. According to him, the way a threat, national security threats, against Ghana. And at the end of the day, too, it puts Ghana at risk. And the Mahama administration and also this particular government is doing everything possible is doing everything possible. Say at the end of the day, these issues of a year in summer air so any a year how you better sorry not a bombing niema kudita no. How can we as a country prepare ourselves for the D-Day? And it's a kudu to black air patches issues for her. They are actually working, they are actually putting things in place, and at the end of the day, sa a regional terrorism air course they will be able to solve all of these issues. And as a Ghana, we routinely a military, so at the end of the day, we say air course we can actually face this issue head on. And yes, even with that, we are working with the United States government. When we come back, we will definitely dive into more of this update air course in regards with issues where
extremism in the Sahel, piracy in the Gulf of Guinea, trafficking across porous borders, and the silent erosion of resilience in our communities are threats that transcend national borders. They remind us that no state can stand alone. Our strength lies in unity, in pooling our wisdom, and in the courage to act together. It is totally unacceptable that we do not have an agreed regional vehicle to address this trans-border challenge. And that is why we have convened this meeting as leaders determined to find a lasting solution to this threat. We meet at a time when the sub-region faces deep structural pressures: violent extremism, terrorism, instability, climate stress, food insecurity, and youth unemployment converge, creating vulnerabilities that extremists and criminal groups exploit. Intelligence, therefore, cannot be confined to kinetic threats alone. It must encompass the broader picture: the economic corridors that sustain trade, the border communities whose livelihoods depend on cross-border movement, and the social fabric that binds our societies.
I am Captain Emmanuel Oti Boateng with the Ghana Armed Forces Medical Services. A little bit of knowledge when it comes to the tactical combat casualty care. Then all medics will also be trained in the combat medic course. So for Ghana, we are instituting the TC3 into our medical training. Medics, we don't normally get the opportunity to be handling weapons, but with this exposure, we try and talk to a higher command. Currently stationed at the Ghana Military Academy as an instructor. The best opportunities, or maybe we will also be included when it comes to range work within, in as much as we are medics, we are also soldiers. So we need to also be tested on that too. It's been a privilege working with the U.S. Medical Service, specifically the Southern European Task Force Africa, and for giving us this opportunity to partner and learn from them and even from our counterparts from different African